Oh!
Oh my god. Sabrina Carpenter just released a whole bunch of songs roasting Shawn Mendes. In today's video, we're gonna break down all those songs from a personality type perspective. Let's jump right into it.
Dumb and poetic, every self-help book you've already read.
Every self-help book you've already read it. When we watched Shawn a lot, he was doing a lot of these ways of brainstorming through
outside
reading
stuff.
people's experiences. So the self-help books were helping him to brainstorm.
Cherry pick lines like they're words you invented.
Yeah, he said that he watched this like masterclass video by this person, and then that person told them to watch this TED Talk. Maybe for her, it's like, why are you taking quotes from this book? Like, is that really genuine? But for him, it could be totally genuine. I really like learning these new ways to take care of myself, be more anchored and grounded.
Love everyone is your favorite quotation.
Oh my god!
Like your soft and well-spoken echo to lyrics by
Leonard Cohen, Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes closed one of his tours with Leonard Cohen's cover of Hallelujah.
Okay, well then it's obvious that it's him then.
It's pretty clear.
For extroverted feeling, the feelings are very connected to outside people. I want to create this feeling for other people, or I want to contribute to this outside feeling. It's just very naturally outside focused and outside motivated with the feeling.
And I get to go on and kind of see what people react by and how it makes people feel. So I did that because I know people like that, and I did that because I want people to like that. I always said that because I know that will resonate.
And so this love everyone, it could be extremely genuine for an ESFJ like Shawn Mendes, but from the perspective of Sabrina, who's an ESFP, it could really come off as like, is that really authentic? How do you actually feel about that? It feels like it's like forced or performed for other people.
From an EFP perspective, it is a little like confusing why there are personality types where you're like, why can't you just be yourself? That's just what it feels like when you're in your functions that you swim in. You just think, isn't that how everyone's supposed to be?
just cause you talk like one doesn't make you man.
Okay.
Oh
come on.
my gosh, that's brutal. To be fair, I have heard other interviews with Sabrina, and she's talked about how she's actually sort of not making fun of herself, but she knows that she doesn't come across the best in some of these songs.
You're on your own ass as much as you're on everybody else's.
Absolutely. I will call myself out just as much as I will call out someone else.
I mean, taste is not kind to you.
No. No.
So I don't think that this is like celebrating this or going like, this is my take on
Yeah,
this
yeah,
person.
like you should all hate this guy. People somehow like to blame celebrities for making songs about what they're processing, but it's not actually like they're saying that's the only thing that they believe. A lot of the times it's just a cathartic process for them to have permission to go through whatever it is they're going through at the moment. It doesn't mean later that they haven't grown from that.
That's the thing that I sort of find fun about Sabrina. In her songs, she is really honest. She shows the full spectrum of like all the feelings she was feeling, and it's just like, this is me, and these are the ugly sides of me, or like this, I was jealous, or like I'm petty, I'm impulsive. She just puts it out there, and it's a little jarring in some ways because I don't think people are used to sometimes people being this upfront about like, this is who I am. That's her superpower, is how she can showcase her own personal feelings about things, her own personal values, like, and bring that to life in ways that other people either would not be able to identify or would not be comfortable sharing outside.
Save all your breath for your floor meditation. You'd make a great wife.
You're so empathetic, you'd make a great wife. She's like shitting on his FE. Like, that is literally what it's like when EFPs look at FJs and they're like, oh my god, you're just so over the top with how much you show up for other people. Sometimes it can get a little bit like a place of like judging. Save all your breath for your flaw meditation.
That's the thing. She's really funny. She's really funny with her lines.
I mean, in some way, she's kind of pissed with him, right? She's like, you're so much about growth and working on yourself,
Yeah.
but then you're not looking at how you're upsetting people and breaking their hearts. In some way, she's like, I just thought you would have known better because you're showing up to be so empathetic and aware of growth and relationships and connectivity and stuff like that. So I can see why she's mad.
See, that's the thing that people forget about extroverted feeling is extroverted feeling doesn't mean that you're always saying the perfect things, that you're always nice, that you always just know what to say to make someone feel good. People are still people at the end of the day. Yeah, why are you so like sweet and nice on the outside, but then with our relationship, situationship, whatever, you're navigating it so horribly. It's good to remember, just because someone is naturally good at thinking about the feelings outside in certain contexts or in most contexts, aided by their personality preferences, doesn't necessarily mean that they have all the experience to be able to navigate other situations perfectly. February 23 on a date.
Okay, both attend Vanity Fair Oscars after party. So it's finally confirmed that Shawn and Sabrina are in fact dating, telling Entertainment Tonight. Shawn and Sabrina are seeing each other.
They've been hanging out a lot and
So it is
trying to keep
confirmed.
things low key, and then a month later they kiss at Coachella. So it literally was like a couple months.
A month and a bit, yeah.
Very short.
My name comes up once and it comes up twice. Even being here, she's back in your life.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I get it.
Wow.
I get it. Thank you for telling us what happened, Sabrina.
For a personality type with SI.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. It's like when you're bringing up
You-
your stories.
Yeah, it's very natural, basically, for any personality type that uses introverted sensing. When they're sharing about themselves, it's a lot about what they've learned, the journey that they've gone on, and what's included with that. Their past experiences, the people that they've been with, and what those people have
How they
shown
impacted
them
them.
or taught them, or how they were impacted by their past experiences, which is going to include people. And so what you'll see with a lot of SI personality types is it's very natural for them to talk about like, oh, I was dating this person and this is when I learned this, or this is the first time I did this, to bring up those either meaningful moments or what that person taught them. But for a personality type that doesn't use introverted sensing,
That's
sometimes
like,
it's a little bit like,
why?
hey,
You
the
think-
past, it's not real anymore. Like, let's just move on. What's my actual reality now? It has nothing to do with those past experiences. So why do we have to keep revisiting that or talking about that in detail? Almost like replaying this movie over and over again. That's so either annoying, or what's the intent
What's the
behind
relevance?
it? Yeah, what's the relevance?
Like, why are you sharing this information? It's not important information to me.
Last week, you didn't have any doubts. This week, you're holding space for her tongue in your mouth.
Oh my God.
What a surprise.
Oh, what's she gonna say?
Car drove itself from LA to Palm Springs. Looks nice, but who's buying?
Look,
Oh my
Coachella.
God. Oh yeah,
when they
no,
were
I heard
seen
about
together,
that.
Palm Springs.
Yes. So this is when everyone found out about them being back together.
And she said, look, your car drove itself from LA to her thighs. Palm Springs looked nice, but who's by your side? She literally is spelling it out.
Oh, she's saying.
Like the girl you outgrew. At least
Oh.
that's what you said.
Oh my gosh. You said you outgrew them, which is could also be one of those
Yeah.
SI learning moments. Like, that used to be the relationship that was the right fit for me then, but now I've changed and grown as a person.
Yeah.
And
but
she's like,
first of all, Sabrina, just the way you write the lyrics. It's not Taylor Swift, but
it's fun.
it's great. Thank you. I think it's very spelled out.
Put your back together, and if that's true,
It sounds like from this song and the other one, she didn't find out about it from Shawn.
No.
I heard you're back together. She found
It's
it from someone else.
From social media,
Yeah.
maybe.
he's funny now, all his jokes hit different. Guess who we learn that?
The same theme of like he borrows
From
lines.
other people?
Yeah, like as if they're his, but he doesn't actually have any form of originality. The ESFJ versus EFP perspective sometimes when it comes to creativity for ESFJs. They can get very inspired by other people's experiences. And so for them, inspiration is taking something from what they've seen and then kind of recreating or repurposing it. Oh, I saw something that made me excited. I liked it and then I want to create something new from it. It's not like they're stealing, but it's like paying homage to something that rung true for them. With EFPs, I've noticed when they see ESFJs doing that borrowing thing, they don't understand the concept of why you would do that. Because I think especially with FI, you kind of want to create your own thing. And then you kind of go and use your NE or SE to create new things. For NE and SE, actually, ideation is easy. Looking for possibilities, that's not a problem. You can see like how it's almost like to them, there's a little bit just a disrespect if you don't create something new. ESFPs though, like they do like guys with FE, but then at the same time they make fun of it. Kind of a good experience to see how people can like traits about other people, but then when that full experience of that person is expressed in many different ways, they can't appreciate the whole thing. They're like how Effie can be very relational and connecting and really good at taking care of people, but then the other parts of extroverted feeling that come with that is it's not about personal authenticity or individuality.
Yeah, I mean, something I really believe in is like there's always like two sides of the coin, right? So like the thing that you like love and find so special about a person, it's also going to have certain sides of it that will also maybe drive you crazy or that have other trade-offs, right? Mm-hmm. So if you like love how outside focused they are about focusing on other people's feelings, that's great. Mm-hmm. But also that might lead to situations where maybe they're like overextending themselves for other people. They're people pleasers. They're not as in
They don't know themselves well
right?
as you do.
Sometimes trying to be the nice guy can actually make you make decisions that are not nice.
What ESFJs can really learn to work on is sometimes taking care of other people is don't always think about in terms of what's the right thing to say right now to make people feel okay in that time. But if you also have something that you need to express, give room for that, because if you don't take care of yourself, you might in the end later hurt the people that you love and were trying to protect.
Even sometimes like, hey, sometimes I'm not the nice guy. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I'm attracted still to my ex or whatever. You know, like some of these things, sometimes if you like repress that or like try to pretend like you're not that, or you just sort of avoid those honest truths, it can actually lead to poor decisions, poor communication, people getting hurt sometimes.
I think from the song, it doesn't sound like there was real disagreement or misalignment. It doesn't sound like ESFPs and ESFJs are not good for each other. Right?
No, I don't think, I mean...
She's just in a place where she mad. And so she's just taking it out on him. Like...
She mad. It doesn't matter if it's personality type stuff, celebrity stuff, just normal people stuff. Everyone's always looking for a villain. But in reality, it's usually just people are people. People have feelings, and that's what I love about personality type stuff is it helps you sort of understand different perspectives so that you don't have to always be like looking at people as like, oh, that's a good person and that's a bad person. It's more like, no, everyone's sort of complicated and has amazing things about them, but also sort of some awkward stuff, clumsy stuff, blind spots, stress points, insecurities, all that sort of stuff. And it helps me at least empathize a lot more with different types of people, so that like, I mean, genuinely, I think Sabrina is so funny and so special, and like I love her songs, watching interviews of her, and I think she seems like a really kind, fun person. Yeah. And then we just did an analysis where we watched a couple hours of Shawn Mendes, and he seems like a really thoughtful guy too. If you guys enjoyed today's video and wanted to see the behind the scenes of us reacting to Shawn Mendes, his personality patterns, some of his music, discussing it, as well as some analysis videos on Love is Blind, different celebrities, reaction videos, all that sort of stuff, become a member at learn.ericwen.com. Tons of videos there. I know you'll enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next ones.